Good late Saturday evening. I'm certified meteorologist Nick Kelly. We dealt with a lot of rain going back to late last night throughout much of the day today. Even though we had a few random severe thunderstorm warnings in the morning and this evening, it has just been all about the heavy rain resulting in widespread flooding. In fact, at almost 11:05 on this Saturday night, most spots are still under flash flood watches, flash flood warnings, aerial flood warnings, river flood warnings. Some of these will try to start falling by the wayside as we go through the overnight and into the day tomorrow. It's going to take a while, though, for us to really get a good chance to dry out and get all the excess water out of the local creeks, rivers, and streams all around the area. In terms of what we've seen, not throughout this whole week, but these radar estimates go back to about 10 o'clock last night when the storms really got going. 3.3 inches of rain on average across much of the area, but the big bullseye is still along and south of I-44 in extreme southwestern Missouri and northeast Oklahoma right around Grand Lake, and even including Benton County and northwestern Arkansas. This area outlined in the red box, on average 4.9 inches of rain. That is the latest radar estimate tally from about 11:05, well now 11:06 on this Saturday night. You can see within that box some heavier pockets of rain in some spots, 7, 8, 9, some spots even 10 inches and more. As we continue to see yet another bout of heavy rain and embedded thunderstorms work through on the Skywatch Storm Tracker. If there's any positive, if there's a silver lining to be had, we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings, nor do we have any tornado warnings. That will not be the issue. As we go through the rest of the night and into tomorrow, we shouldn't see any severe weather. On top of that, we should eventually see this heavy rain threat finally start to move on out as we go throughout the day tomorrow. But with all this rain has resulted in a mess on the roads. Take, for example, this intersection, Nadia Street and Kansas Highway 126 in southern Crawford County. That's located southwest of Beulah, southwest of Girard. 3 to 4 feet at the last check of water covering parts of the road around that intersection. So I would imagine barricades are set up, if not being set up already, and folks are being really urged to avoid that area. Moving over to Pittsburgh, west of the bypass, that little strip of Main Street, 6 inches of water is covering parts of the road, so I would imagine that part is being discouraged from travel for all of you around Pittsburgh, including 520th Avenue, just south of Via Christi on the south side of Pittsburgh. That part of the road is also flooded as well, in addition to other amazing road closures that I found from around the area just because of this weekend's flooding rain so far. Missouri Route 59 from Anderson running south through Landingen, Knoll to the Arkansas state line. Both directions of 59 and that stretch are closed due to flooding. That same goes for Main Street in the city of Jasper from the, let's say, the Jasper-Barton County line all the way down to Mercer Street back in downtown. That's closed as well. Route V in both directions, stretching from Old 71 all the way to Missouri 59 in Diamond. That is also closed. Oklahoma Highway 20 from East 370 Road to Arkansas Highway 43. That's also closed as well. Hopefully we can get some of these roads back in action as we go into hopefully the day tomorrow, if not within the next few days. As far as we look, though, as we pull up the weather almanac for you, the view from 7th and Rangeline, just wet and cloudy, no doubt about it. In fact, let's look at the numbers for today. A low of 53 and a high of 63. It was amazing that we got a high of 63. I would imagine that was during the overnight and early morning hours. But what's also amazing, 3.67 inches of rain at the last check of the almanac from the Joplin Regional Airport. When you tally today's rain into what we got for the month so far and for the year so far, for the month of April, we're sitting at over 10 inches of rain, and that is at least almost 5.8 inches more than our normal monthly tally of 4.28 for this late in the month of April, which is amazing. And so far for the year, 16.76 compared to the norm of 12.05. We're above that by 4.71 inches. As far as almanac, as far as the city of Joplin sits right now, 59, northeast wind at 10, humidity maxed out almost at 96%. because of rain right around the area. 60 in downtown Joplin, 58 in Yates Center, 56 in the Beta. Eventually, everybody's going to be crawling back into the 50s as we continue with cloud cover, embedded pockets of heavy rain and thunderstorms as we go through the rest of the night. But at least we weren't alone dealing with all this rain and thunderstorm action. You can see it stretching all the way south into almost the Gulf Coast along the Texas coastline and going all the way north, eastward through the state of Missouri, through St. Louis, Illinois, and Indiana. We haven't even touched on most of the day, since we were so busy with the flooding concerns. We didn't even touch on the backside of the system where it's cold enough that we have snow in the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas, parts of New Mexico, parts of Colorado, and even western parts of Kansas. I even saw some blizzard warnings out in western parts of Kansas, and I think even in a few parts of northeastern Colorado, too. At least we don't have to deal with the snow as this system finally starts to lift north and eastward, but at the very least, as the system finally begins to move, that's going to start shifting our heavy rain threat out of the area. As far as the rest of tonight's concerned, though, we're going to hold on to the cloud cover. We'll hold on to the pockets of heavy rain and embedded thunderstorms, even as we head closer to sunrise. Otherwise, we are cloudy for sure. With temperatures, I'm expecting them to be at least a little bit cooler than what the future track's suggesting. I expect lower to middle 50s. And even as we transition to lighter showers, as we go throughout parts of your Sunday afternoon, as long as cloud cover hangs around, I don't see us warming up that much. See on the planner for Joplin, 52 in the morning and maybe an early afternoon high around 56, and then holding in the mid-50s as we go through the rest of the day. At the very least, we shouldn't have any more flooding rain working in once we get past Sunday morning. Have a look at Sunday night. Maybe a few showers around, but we're mostly cloudy, and we should be dry for going into Sunday night, and especially going into Monday morning as we head back to work and school. Even though we start cloudy Monday morning, I think we'll go to partly sunny skies by Monday afternoon, and a definite improvement. Not only are we dry, completely dry on Monday, we should be warmer too, with highs going back into the lower to middle 60s. As far as additional rain, just to cover our bases as we go through the rest of the night and heading into, let's say, early Monday morning, let's say another 1 to 3 inches in general. But again, the main theme here is once we hit Monday for sure and going into Tuesday, those are 2 good solid days for us to dry out. Not to mention we'll be milder too. 63 Monday afternoon, highs near 68 on Tuesday. We'll have another quick system give us some rain and thunderstorms Wednesday and Thursday. We'll go to 64 Wednesday to 53 on Thursday. So far, knocking on wood, this upcoming weekend, or next weekend, if you want to be a little bit more technically correct, it's not looking bad. Partly sunny, mild on Friday with highs near 63 and 71 on Saturday with mostly sunny skies. Have a good night and have a great Sunday, everybody.